Good day. My name is Chief Strumblot. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines Spirit of the Most Son. I'm the diaspora much my people. All in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest, and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign said, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and all the white man's people. And the reverse of my sign says, white man, why have you enslaved the African American, the Latinos, etc.? All in all, it was another beautiful day for protest, and I enjoyed everything. There is nothing particularly interesting that I should bring to your attention as it relates to my protest. And as you know, when I have protested and when I have updated you as to what transpired while I protested, it is always my pleasure and my delight to bring to your attention something of a social nature as it relates to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My brother is Sheila Collins. The first time I heard a girl, I fell in love with her voice. As far as I'm concerned, that is the best calypso voice. The best calypso voice in the Caribbean or the world you would like to see. For many years, I've been hearing people say Ralph Gonsalved made some particular statement about the Carib people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. I never heard it, so I didn't worry about it. And for some reason, last night, I come across these two videos. Take a look at it, and let us discuss it after.
That Carib man love rum, they say. And Carib woman love sex. Easy to get. Yes. People don't want, only Ralph talks about these things. The woman, they slack. They're looking for man all about. And we ourselves, over the years, below the dry river, you tell yourself if you want an easy woman, you go Carib country. You know that?
The first clip have Ralph Gonsalved saying, Carib men love rum. And Carib women love sex, they easy to get. The woman them are slack looking for man all about. And he said, we below the driver, you tell yourself, if you want an easy woman, you go up over the dry river. This is the utterance of the Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in his capacity as Prime Minister of St. Vincent and the Grenadines. A public display and demonstration of racial and sexual prejudice against the indigenous people of St. Vincent and the Grenadines, of whom I am one. My mother, Verena Palmer, was a full-blown Carib woman. Her father was Wilfred Spring, and her mother was Courtney Jack, two full-blown Carib people. My father is also Carib. Therefore, that makes me a Carib man. For one thing, I don't love rum. I don't drink rum. I've never drank rum. The closest thing I got to drinking alcohol was a little Sonatrident tonic wine when I was very young. I remember when I just came out of training school, I went to the police canteen and I met my commander there, Reginald Christopher. He was the commander of the training school. And he offered me a beer. And I say, if you want to give me a drink, give me a malt, because I don't drink alcohol. And Mr. Christopher jokingly said, wait, the time will come when we can't get out of this canteen. You'll be here drunk. I turned to Mr. Christopher and I said, jokingly, there's two things you will never see. You will never see your own funeral, and you will never see me drunk, not even in the canteen. Even 30 years after Christopher and I had a joking conversation in the canteen in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I've never put alcohol to my mouth. There are many people from our community who don't drink, smoke, use drugs, or any of this kind of thing. So when Ralph Gonsalved makes such a broad statement and say that Carib men love rum. It is an insult to me and to every decent member of the Kalinago and Garifuna community around the world, especially those in exile. So when he makes such a statement and say that Carib women love sex, you can get them easy. The women them slack. They all about looking for man. What kind of statement is this from a prime minister? Let me bring you another example of a Carib woman who have made a decision since she was 13 years old that she have nothing to do with men or childbearing. I hope my sister Claire don't get upset with me because I'm bringing her into this. My sister Claire, at the age of 13 years old, decided that she don't want to have nothing to do with men or childbearing. She never got married, although there were suitors coming to our home to ask our parents for her hand in marriage. She refused all of them. Because my father says it is okay with him, but she have to be good with it also. My sister Claire is a woman, once she make up her mind, there is no one who can convince her otherwise. My mother, Verena Palmer, was married to one man. She had 8 children with the same man, Hamilton Palmer, her husband. So Ralph Gonsalved, you're talking about my mother? My sister Charmaine, married to one man, 2 children, was a husband. Do you know where these concepts and talk came from? These are the concepts and the thoughts of the Caucasians in the colonial time that carried over. So these kind of talks was popular in Ralph Gonsalved's house, and Vincent are behaving as if Ralph Gonsalved is not white, and they try to cheat him as if he's one of us. He is not one of us. That is why he's making such racist and derogative remarks against our people. Whenever you hear Ralph Gonsalved is ranting like this, there is always a source for his ranting. And let me explain to you what is happening here. But in order for you to get the good picture of what is happening here, I will have to show you a video and tell you some stories. Look at this video here.
I want to say this to you. Sometimes, not because I'm Prime Minister, sometimes you have a policy and you got some public servants. Some of them want to undermine you. Some of them want to sabotage you. Especially in an election year. But I want all of them to know this. Do not think for one moment that if you try to sabotage the Comrades government, it could be the day before election I will deal with you. You think I'm afraid that by dealing with you, you and your family wouldn't vote for me? The fact that you sabotage me means that you and your family don't intend to vote for me.
This video was a threat sent publicly to the manager of the National Commercial Bank, the manager of the Billionaire Loans Society in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. When Ralph Gonsalved was trying to get loan from the National Commercial Bank, the Billionaire Loans, to do government project, and the manager refused to give him monies to the government projects, he decided that he's going to come publicly and without calling his name, threaten the manager. And it is with this threat that he had access to monies of the National Commercial Bank as well from the Billionaire Loans to do government projects. Remember, the Billionaire Loans is not an institution that was set up to fund or finance government projects. He take the monies from the National Commercial Bank as well as the Billionaire Loans, and he spitefully refused to pay back the money. And when the Billionaire Loans collapsed, the first thing he did was to withdraw his mother's savings, which was over $1 million from the Billionaire Loans. The second example I want to bring to your attention here The professor at the Cave Hill campus in Barbados accused Ralph Gonsalved of raping her. And she went to the Prime Minister and he reported the matter to the police and a warrant was issued for Ralph Gonsalved's arrest. Burns Bonady dressed him up like a woman, smuggled him onto the Barbados pier and onto a vessel that took provision from St. Vincent to Barbados to sell and smuggled him out of Barbados. When Ralph Gonsalved reached back to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and he suspected that his wicked deeds in Barbados would be made known, he started hanging out with the guys in Kingston at Yolimo and he told them a story. He said to them, excuse my French, I'm quoting Ralph Gonsalved. When I was working at the university in Barbados, I was fucking the Prime Minister woman. And the Prime Minister find out and tried to have me arrested. That is why I had to leave Barbados. You see, he was more concerned in winning his case in the public forum rather than vindicating his character. I remember when these guys heard the story, they talk about Ralph Gonsalved as a wife man. And he loved that because now he found a story that made him accepted among the people who will normally reject him because he was already rejected by his community in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Remember, Wayne Gonsalved married to Jasmine Russell. Around this time, the white community was still interacting with each other, or the half-white and the white community. Ralph Gonsalved don't have one white friend. Not even the white people in Beckwith deals with him. The Prime Minister of Barbados called St. Vincent Prime Minister Mr. Cato and informed him. I was there, I was present when Mr. Cato was informing my father of the dishonest and immoral exploit of Ralph Gonsalved in Barbados. Fast forward to 2008. Michelle Andrews accused Ralph Gonsalved of raping her. You know the first thing Ralph Gonsalved did? Among his police friends, he started spreading a rumor that he and Michelle Andrews have a sexual relationship. He don't know what is happening now. Ralph Gonsalved is most concerned about winning his case in the forum of public opinion rather than vindicating his character or confessing and say that I'm sorry. So now you have to ask yourself, why did Ralph Gonsalved went on these tirade against the Carib people? Why did he say all of these nasty things, untruthful things about the Carib people? These videos took place after Margaret Parsons, the Canadian human rights lawyer who accused Ralph Gonsalved of sexually assaulting her in his office in the financial complex, came forward. So here we have a situation in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Michelle Andrews came forward and made a report of rape and sexual assault against Ralph Gonsalved. She made these allegations. Margaret Parsons knew that Michelle Andrews was going to have a hard time. She came forward and told her story of sexual assault by Ralph Gonsalved upon her in his office.
With me now is Margaret Parsons, one of the victims of Prime Minister Gonsalved's alleged assault. And it was Ms. Parsons' case that the DPP has dismissed.
It was a very, very disturbing experience. I went in there, as I said, hoping that I would be having a discussion with Prime Minister, a man of his stature, thinking I would be having an exchange with another lawyer, another professional, and before I knew it, I was being sexually assaulted by Prime Minister Gonsalves. And it was at that point he started to grab at my breast and tried to kiss me. And I said, Mr. Prime Minister, can you please stop? He then started to say, you know, oh, you women are so irresistible. You're so, you know, beautiful.
Many of the other ladies that Ralph Gonsalved raped, and a lot of them from the Carib country, decided this is their opportunity to get justice for the rape Ralph Gonsalved is alleged to have imposed upon them. And they went to Nicole Sylvester with their stories also. Nicole Sylvester recorded statement from these ladies, and she was about to file cases on their behalf privately. And then Ralph Gonsalved came out and say he's gonna sue them. These people became afraid, and this Nicole hold back. Remember Ralph Gonsalved's view of the Carib woman, especially those over the Jai River, is if you tell yourself you want an easy woman, you want sex, and you didn't want to go through all of the rigmarole to have sex, go over the Jai River. So when those women over the Jai River tell him no, he still imposes himself upon them because they're easy. They love man. They look what men all about. That is his concept. Don't forget, in this man's sick mind, when he raped the university professor, he told the people that he was fucking the prime minister's woman, and the prime minister found out and tried to have them arrested, as if he was having a consensual sexual relationship with these ladies when he have imposed himself upon this lady. So when he have been imposing himself on this Carib woman, and because he was white, they were afraid to go and make a report because they would not be entertained. In his sick mind, he was having a consensual sexual relationship with these ladies, but nothing was consensual with the relationship Ralph Gonsalved had with this Carib woman. It was all imposed against their will, and you call it rape. So just in case the stories of these women came public, he have already started trying his case in the court of the public's opinion. Instead of attacking the woman who he raped or who is making allegation against him for rape, he attacked the entire Carib nation, the Garifuna and the Kalinagos. He attacked everyone who lived above the Jai River. And up to the day, he is yet to make an apology for his words. He is yet to make an apology for defaming a whole nation, the Carib people, which consists of two separate nations, which is the Garifuna and the Kalinagos. My people, this is the long and the short of the matter. Ralph Gonsalved needs to apologize, and he needs to apologize now. Chisna Borgin Jardine, Derisa Borgin, Sharisa Borgin. Ralph Gonsalved is calling your mother a whore. He's calling your grandmother a whore, because your grandmother, Verena Palmer, is a full-blown Carib. Your mother, Andrea Palmer Borgin, is a full-blown Carib. And you know what that makes you? That makes you all Caribs also. My name is Chief Strongler. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines Principal City. I am the desperate. My people, like this video, share this video. Leave a comment on this video. Let me know what are your thoughts about what was said in this video. Remember, there are many more videos like this right here. Go and peruse those videos and let me know what are your thoughts. And also, like or subscribe based on which social media platform you're viewing this from. I will talk to you and then.
That Carib man love rum, they say. And Carib woman love sex. Easy to get. Yes, yes. People don't want, only Ralph talks about these things. The woman them the slack. They're looking for man all about. And we ourselves over the years below the Dry River. You tell yourself if you want an easy woman, you will carry one.